Ram Ram Bhai Saryane. So the topic which we are going to take today is taxation. When I say the word tax, all the taxpayers just hate that word. What do we understand by the tax? Tax is some sort of amount out of our income we need to pay. It's a compulsory payment to the government to be made. Once the tax has been charged, there is no other option. You need to pay that tax. And there is no quid pro quo. What do we understand by quid pro quo? Something in return. No quid pro quo means against the tax what we are paying, compulsory against that we are not getting anything. You will be saying, no sir, government provides us so many things. Government is providing us roads, government is providing us this, that, so many things, education, hospital. But no. Is it something that those facilities will be provided by the government only to those who are paying the tax? No. It is in general for everyone. So it is not a quid pro quo for taxation. We cannot say that against the tax what I pay, government is providing me that facility. So there is no quid pro quo against taxation. Now, talking to, have you ever heard why, do you know why does government charge tax? Why government needs taxation? To fulfill its expenditure. In India, the public revenue, the revenue earned by the government, the major source is taxation. 70% of the revenue comes to the government from taxation, which is the highest tax revenue for government. Most of you will be saying the direct tax. Direct tax is something which is charged on the income of the people. So we will say that direct tax. But in that also, corporate tax is the one which generates maximum revenue to the government. In India, we have 30% tax on companies, that is corporate tax, if it's a domestic country. If it's a foreign country, it is 40% of the tax. If you are an individual and you are earning about 10 lakhs, you have to pay 30% of your tax. That means in a year, your 4 months work you are doing for government, because whatever you earn out of that 30% government is taking. So why so much of pain, so much of burden to an individual? We have heard about the countries which have 0% tax. So can India also do that? And how do those countries which have 0% tax, how do they work? And why they have 0% tax? They want to invite the foreign investors. When the foreign investors come in a country, they are going to start with their companies. It will generate employment. It will generate the infrastructure development. The GDP of the country will increase. So that is the reason they are inviting. Whenever an investor will see that in a country the taxation is less, that investor will be more interested to invest a tax-free or less taxation where the tax laws are little bit liberal to invest in that country. So is it same in India? You all might be knowing about Tesla. The Tesla wanted to come in India, the production, but it has been delayed. Why? Because the taxation in India is around 40% for foreign companies. So Tesla does not want to pay that 40%. That is the reason they are not starting their operations in India. Even if you know about the Apple companies, Apple company, it's major, though we all know that it is being produced in California, here, there and other countries. But its headquarters and whatever the profit is generated, everything is shifted to Ireland. In Ireland, where the tax laws, the tax regime are very much liberal and less taxation has to be paid. This is how the companies try to save their tax. So coming back to the thing, why do these countries want to give less taxation or charge less taxation? Because they want to invite more and more foreign investors in the country. Small country like Ireland, if Apple comes in that country, so much of employment will be generated over there. It's of course beneficial to them. So do you think, can India do that? No. Yes, over the period of time, definitely that can happen. Because right now the major source of revenue for India is taxation. But over the period of time, when the government is also improving its productivity, it can work more and more in the public sector units, its efficiency, and the major revenue can be generated from there. Till then, we have to pay 30% tax. If you like the video, if you understand the concept, do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much everyone.